So, we are here for the week for 2024 NFL TV map for week is week 4 here of the season. Already 4 weeks have gone, already 3 weeks have gone in the NFL season. So we have 2 maps here, or 3 maps for you to talk about. I'm going to share with you here. We have the CBS early window and CBS late. As Fox had their early and late windows. The national early and late windows last week. Now it's CBS's turn this week. Okay? So, here we are. So, I talked about the national games. We have Dallas at New York Giants on Amazon. We have Buffalo at Baltimore at NBC. We have two Monday nights, one on ESPN, Tennessee at Miami, and one on ABC with is Seattle at Detroit. Okay? And the Tennessee Miami game is going to be simulcast on NBC, International NBC affiliate, in Miami, and the CBS Miami affiliate. We have the Fox affiliates in Dallas and New York. Dallas New York Giants game. Okay, so let's talk about CBS early window. So we have 4 games on in the CBS early window. We have Denver at New York Jets. That's with Ian Eagle and Charles Davis. That is going to be the game with the featured announcers. However, it does have a decent swap of the country, but it's not like the most viewers, maybe not. Or maybe it is. We'll see here. Wait a minute. So we have CBS early window, Denver at New York Jets. So we have a little bit of Eugene, Oregon area, and some of Oregon. We have most of Idaho, most of Wyoming, Montana area, all of Utah, a little bit of New Mexico, most of New Mexico, a little bit of Arizona. Got to New Mexico station, half of Vegas and all Vegas, but I'd say about, or Las Vegas or Nevada, but some in Nevada. We have most of Kansas, a little bit of Missouri, a touch of Oklahoma. That gets a Missouri station, really. When that gets like 3 states station. Most of Nebraska, some of South Dakota, not all of it. And then we got and the Hawaii is going to show that game. We also got Miami area. We got the all New York, New Jersey, a little Pennsylvania, Vermont, Vermont, Massachusetts, Maine, Rhode Island, Connecticut, Delaware, Rhode Island, and like up in that area, maybe like looks like Northeast. Minnesota Green Bay is like a big feature game as well. You see this earlier. Yeah. Alaska has a game, and most of the country will have that game. A big swap of the country will. And even it looks into the Dallas area in Texas. And then there's pockets that have it, like the DC area, the Philadelphia area of that game. Because, I mean, it's an NFC matchup and they're NFC teams, so I can see that. Jacksonville, Houston. That's most of Texas, except for Dallas area. A little bit of Oklahoma. Tiny, there's one little area. A little bit of New Mexico, a tad of Kansas. A little bit of areas of Oklahoma, Arkansas. Most of Tennessee. And you got a little bit of Georgia, a little bit of South Carolina. Most of Georgia. A touch of North Carolina. And it sends just a tad into Kentucky and Virginia. And then we have Pittsburgh, Indianapolis. That's most of Indiana. A little bit of most of Kentucky. A little bit of some of South Carolina. Not all of it. North Carolina. Virginia. Baltimore, Maryland area. We got Pittsburgh area. In most of Pennsylvania except for the Philadelphia area. We have Ohio. Most of Indiana. I guess a little of Illinois. The two. A touch of Michigan. And then we have CBS Lane. Most of the country is going to see Kansas City in the LA churches. That's in Alaska and Hawaii too. We have Cleveland and Las Vegas. That's just going to be Ohio. A little bit of Pennsylvania. Most of West Virginia. A little bit of Virginia. A little bit of Kentucky. A little tiny little bit of Indiana. And we have not all Vegas. Las Vegas actually. Just the part that, not all Vegas. Which I'm kind of or Nevada, I guess. Not Vegas, but Nevada. I'm kind of surprised by that. You have the Fresno, California area. Probably like the Oakland area. Like the Fresno and Oakland areas in California. That makes sense. But otherwise, that's it. We have the Fox window now. Now with the feature game. Most of the country, the feature game, the first window is going to be Philadelphia, Tampa Bay. And you have September, you got Texas, except for Houston area. You got most of Missouri, a little bit of Nebraska, some of Nebraska, Kansas, the Las Vegas area, Nevada, New Mexico, a little bit of Arizona and Colorado, just a tad. Got the Nashville area, you got a little bit of the Memphis area, Memphis, Tennessee, which sends a tiny little bit into TV market, which sends a tad into Louisiana and Alabama, and it's Arkansas and Missouri. That's what it's. Okay, and I've got a little bit into Kentucky, Virginia, and West Virginia, most of Florida except for the Jacksonville area, and a little bit of Georgia, a little bit of CHS area in South Carolina. And we have Penn, which I'm not surprised. Some of these areas might have maybe it's a college team. Fans of a college team, they're a pro sports team. NFL team, so maybe they're showing because they're like a big name player from that school is playing there. I'm not for sure. You have Cleveland, Ohio area. Most of New York. A little bit of Massachusetts and up in the north. So most of Pennsylvania except for the Pittsburgh area. We have, and then we have New Orleans, Atlanta, King Albert, Johnsonville, and that's just in Georgia. A little bit of South Carolina, a little bit of Tennessee, a tad of North Carolina, Alabama, Mississippi, Arkansas, Louisiana, a little bit of Texas, and Oklahoma. We have LA, Rams, Chicago, and that's LA, Santa Barbara, Bakersfield, San Diego area, the Omaha, Nebraska area, some of Iowa, some of Missouri, like the St. Louis, and then we have a little bit of Kentucky, and Indiana, except for the Indianapolis metro area of Illinois. Most of Detroit, or most of Tetch, Ohio, that gets a Fort Wayne, India station. Most, except Detroit, Michigan, except for one that gets Toledo, Ohio station. That little area in Michigan. And then a little bit of upper Michigan, the upper part of Michigan. And you have Cincinnati, Carolina, that's Mark Sanchez, and then Cincinnati, Carolina's Ken Cooler, Daryl Johnson. It's most of Ohio except for the Cleveland area. A little bit of West Virginia. West Virginia is kind of split up in like three main games. Most of Kentucky, most of South Carolina, a little tad of Georgia, and a little tad of Virginia, and most of North Carolina. We have New England, San Francisco. It looks like that might be the featured game. I mean, it's a toss-up between that and Philadelphia, Tampa Bay, though, for the featured game. But Alaska and Hawaii are showing that, and then you got most of the country showing that area. You see, like, most of, like, the West Coast showing that. A lot of the West Coast is showing that, and, like, Minnesota, Iowa, a little bit of some of Nebraska, some of low tab Missouri, and then you got areas that are showing, like, the game. They're showing their featured game, like their home team, in that little area, is on. So if your team you're watching and you're in the immediate area of, like, where the simulcast area is for like nationally televised games, like London games, the Germany game, the Brazil game, like the overseas games, like the London, the Germany games coming up, when the Brazil game happen, or the Monday nights, or Monday Night Football games on ESPN, or the Thursday night Amazon Prime games, or the NFL Network Showcase games that are coming up this season and, like, late season. Those games, they'll be simulcast. They have to be simulcast in the immediate area. The teams in the home TV market. It's not the same market that you'd see for regular Sunday games. No. Just the immediate home market. Home market only. The team is located in home team market. At Houston, Jacksonville, Indianapolis, Pittsburgh, in the Northeast, some of the Northeast, the rest of the Northeast, and you get Philadelphia, pretty much. Then we got Washington, Arizona, the Joe Davis, Greg Weston, and San Francisco. Washington, Arizona, Chris Centers, Mark Shadreth. And so most of Arizona, a little bit of California. Then we got some of West Virginia, a little bit of Pennsylvania. We got some Maryland station, the Baltimore, Maryland area, the DC area, the Washington DC area, Virginia, tad of North Carolina. So that's it for the Fox, the CBS Early, and the Fox single windows. So CBS Early, there's a split a good swap of the country. It's getting every game. More of the games are more spread out, honestly. There's two, though, that are battling for the main markets. I would say Denver, New York Jets, and Minnesota, Green Bay. That would get the most viewership, I would guess. Those two are going to. Or the two featured games are, like, depending on, like, what area you're in, or if you're an NFC market team or an AFC market team, that doesn't have a game on right now, then you're kind of picking between back and forth, so. And then CBS slate, obviously, it's the one big game in the Fox window. It's Philadelphia, Tampa Bay, but it's getting the featured game, the early window. But late window, a single late window. New England San Francisco is getting a decent swap. It's getting a good bit of the country too, though. So